uh, recall the class protocols. Number one, you all have to mute your mics and turn off your camera, okay? And whatever feedback you have to give, you have to type your queries and maintain class discipline. Good morning, Ahad Mirza. Let us just wait for other students to join in, and then we're going to start the class officially. Yeah. So hope you all are doing well and you're following your hygiene routine, washing your hands and not touching your face and keeping yourself clean using hand sanitizers and taking good care of your parents and your grandparents and your siblings also, right? Good, Shahan. And I want please mute your mic.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Right. So I want this session to be an interactive one. I don't want you to just sit like that. I want each and every one of you to give me feedback. And whatever questions are asked, everyone should be able to answer. Good morning, Noor. Very good, Shahan. Walaikum assalam, Mohid. Good morning, Saleh. All right. So today the topic of our today's topic is summary writing. You people are well aware of writing summaries, right? We have had a lot of poems in our sessions held at school. I hope you all remember English ORC. Hello. Um, Kindly please write your name. Who is this child with the name Shahzad? All right. So I want you all to keep your English ORC book in front of you. And also, I'm going to share the poem with you. Like, I'm going to share my screen, and the poem is going to be visible to you people on the screens, right? My New Rabbit. Munib, can you please check which page is it on? My New Rabbit. Munib Adnan. Please check which page is My New Rabbit on. Beta, not your notebook, your book, your English ORC book. Okay, can you please check if the poem My New Rabbit is on page 74? Can everyone see this picture?
Yes, Amna, it's visible.
Right. So even if you people, any one of you do not have the book, I've shared this picture with you. The poem is on the screen, right? I'm assuming and I am sure that everyone is able to see the picture. And I want you to give 5 minutes to this poem and write a little summary of it on your rough notebooks. And then please mute your mic. Grade to Delta and to Charlie, please. I would appreciate if you keep your mic muted.
चेंज कर दो इसे लॉक कर दो आपके मोबाइल कब से चार्जिंग पे लगाया था मैं रात का लगाऊं
Until I cannot see the
Yes, Kevin, what are you saying?
screen. And I cannot see the screen.
Okay, I'm just going to share it again, okay? Just take a snapshot of it. See, Saad,
I cannot see the screen.
all right, I'll just share it again, okay? Kevin, Bitter, now can you see? Kevin? Okay, so I'm going to read out this poem to all of you. Please concentrate. It's visible now, Kevin. Okay. So this poem is written by Elizabeth Gold, and she talks about a rabbit that she brings home from the market and decides to keep him as a pet. All right. Please mute your mic.
तुम पागल
Okay. You brought him home. Please mute your mic. Thank you. We brought him home. I was so pleased. We made a rabbit hutch. I gave him oats. I talked to him. I love him very much. Now, when I talk to Rover Dog, he answers me bow wow. And when I talk to Pussy Cat, she purrs and says meow. But Bunny never says a word, just twinkles with his nose. And what that rabbit thinks about, why, no one ever knows. My mother says the fairies must have put on him a spell. They told him all their secrets. Then they whispered, "Pray don't tell." So Bunny sits there looking.
Hamna, sorry to interrupt you. Your screen is not visible. Please share your screen and then you can read the story. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm just about to share it again. Please tell me if it's visible, okay?
Okay. Yes, it's visible. It's visible.
Is it visible now?
Yes, thank you.
Oh. All right. So I'm going to read out the poem again. Can you see all the bunnies around? Picture bunny. The bunny is saying hi to all of you. All right. So we brought him home. I was so pleased. We made a rabbit hutch. I give him oats. I talk to him. This means that the poet is saying that she is feeding him and she's taking care of the rabbit, right? And she loves the rabbit a lot. Now, when I talk to Robert Dog, now the poet is comparing other pets with the rabbit, right? So she's talking about the dog, that when she talks to the dog, it answers her with bow wow, okay? And when she talks to the pussycat, she also purrs and says meow. But when she talks to the rabbit, it doesn't say a word. It just twinkles with his nose. Okay, so the rabbits usually have pink nose. Can you see the pictures? Rabbit's nose are pink, and the poet has affiliated it with twinkly nose. So, and what that rabbit thinks about, why no one ever knows. So, because the rabbit is so silent and so quiet, nobody ever can tell that what the rabbits think about. Okay. So now, further, the poet is telling about what her mother thinks is wrong with the rabbits, or what they think like, right? So, my mother says the fairies must have put on a spell. They told him all their secrets, then they whispered, "Pray don't tell." So now, what the poet's mother is saying, that maybe the fairies have put a spell on the rabbit, because they have told all their secrets to the rabbit. So once you tell your secret to someone, you take a promise that nobody will tell anyone, because secrets are not to be told to anyone. So that's why you keep silent, right? So the fairies have told their secrets to the rabbits, and now they have put a spell on the rabbit so that they don't tell their secrets to anyone. Okay, so the bunny sits there looking wise and twinkling with his nose, and never tells a single thing he knows. So now I would want to tell you more about writing a summary. Okay, so after we get done with the discussion, um, I would want you all to write a little paragraph about the summary, and you people already have done this summary in your notebooks. Okay, so I would want you to I would want to introduce transition words to you, right? So when you have to tell a lot of for example events, right? That for example, you're telling somebody a story, okay? Or for example, we talk about this summary, right? This poem. So a lot of things are being told about in this summary, right? or in this poem. So the at in the starting, the poet is telling about something, and then later she's telling about one another thing, then she's telling about the dog, then the cat, then she's telling about the fairies, about the secrets, and then the rabbit's nose and everything. So instead of using then all the time, like then the poet is saying this, then the poet is saying this, right? Instead of using that word, then you can use different words. For example, to start with, for example, if you're starting to write the summary, it's going to be to start with, to begin, or one day, or if to make it more dramatic, you can say it all began with. Okay, so it all began with a rabbit when the poet brought the rabbit home from the market, right, and built a house for him. So there are various ways in which you can start writing a certain uh, summary, or creative writing, picture description, or these tips can help you in your letter writing and any creative writing or narrative or anything like letter you have done picture description and creative writing. So in the first like sometimes you don't know how to start, so you can start with such phrases like it all began with, or once upon a time, right? Once upon a time is a very very common phrase that you all use, right? So then, if you have to go on to the next event, right? There's some dream that you have thought about, or you have seen at night, and you want to tell your mother about it, right? So you will tell like, mom, to start with or to begin with, I saw this. Then what happened? So instead of using then, you can say that secondly, or afterwards, or after a while, later that day, or suddenly. Okay, you can use these words, right? So these are transition words. Transition words mean that you are going from one event to the other event, right? And these are also called linking words. So additionally is also one of the words, and then also finally, at last. So towards the ending, like if you want to end the your dream or your summary or your creative writing, right? So you have to use these words, at last or finally. It all comes down to, as you can see, right? So you can use variety of words for to make your creative writing more presentable. Okay. So now this we will do in detail when we're doing the more about creative writing, right? So right now I would want you all to keep the poem in front of you and start writing the summary, and I'm going to give you like 5 to 7 minutes for that, because it's a small summary, right? And after that you're going to share it with me, and then we're going to discuss the summary in detail. If there are any issues, please tell me now. Why, Bitta? Why can't you hear me? Please check. My mic is open. Can you all hear me? Grade 2 Charlie and grade 2 Delta. Musa, can you hear me now? Shahan, can you hear me? Okay, great. So now, please take out a paper and a pencil and start writing the summary. Yes. Bitta, page ORC page 74. My new rabbit. My new rabbit. English. English ORC. Yes, you have to write it again in your own words. Okay, and you have to use these transition words which I have explained. Saad, please do what I'm saying. You have to write the summary.
Auntie, Mr. saying the snap for that one.
Beta, do you all remember My New Rabbit poem in your English ORC book? Do you people have your English ORC book? Please take it out and please go to My New Rabbit. The poem My New Rabbit. Okay, I've explained the poem in detail, right? I'm going to do it again. If there are any issues, you can tell me now, okay? And then um after the class ends, you can write the summary in your notebook after the class, okay? Right now, just listen to what the poem is about. Okay, so can you please tell me what this poem is about? Who wrote this poem? Munib Adnan, please tell me. And Saleh Shahan. Who is the poet of this poem? Elizabeth Gold. Yes, yes, good. And what is this poem about? What is the main thing that the poet is discussing about? Yes, a new rabbit. Yes. And how does she treat the rabbit? She says that she she builds a house for him. She feeds him. What are the four things? She builds a house for him. She feeds him. She loves him. Right. And with which animals did she compare the rabbit with? With a dog and a cat, right? Yes, good. She says that if she talks to the dog, it will reply and say bow wow, right? And when she talks to a cat, it will purr, okay? Right. But when she talks to a rabbit, how does the rabbit respond? How does the rabbit respond? Yes, it stays silent, doesn't say a word, but only what happens to the nose of the rabbit? Musa, do not react like that, okay, beta? Yes, only the nose twinkles, but it doesn't say a single word. Okay, then what does the poet's mother say about the rabbit? That why they don't talk? Okay, Kevin, I will explain you in a while. Okay, beta? Okay, what does the mother of the poet say about the rabbit? Yes, the mother thinks that there is a spell on the rabbit. No, yes, the mother said there is a spell on the rabbit put by the who has put a spell on the rabbit? Yes, the fairies have put a spell on the rabbit. Why? Why have the fairies put a spell on the rabbit? The fairies have put a spell on the rabbit. Spell means magic, okay? They have, done some sort of a magic on the rabbit so that they keep quiet all the time and don't tell their secrets to anyone, okay? Yes, great. Okay, so now what do we learn from this? What do we learn from rabbits? Is there something that you have learned from the rabbits? Can somebody tell me? What is it that we learn from the rabbit? We learn from the rabbit. Can I tell? Yes, very good. We learn from the rabbit that we should keep, yes, exactly. Very good, Mohit. Munib, very good. We should always keep secrets and don't tell those secrets to anyone. Okay? If someone has told their secret to us, it's our responsibility to take care of it and not tell anyone. Okay? Right. So, who is this Rabia? Stay calm and don't make noise can also be one of it, but the main idea of the poem is that we have to keep secrets. If someone has told us their secrets, we have to be very vigilant and careful about it and not tell anyone anything. Okay, so any problems here? Great. Now you people can write the summary yourself. Yes, Shahan, you will write it, and I will check it. Good, Munib. Abir, very nice. I'm going to. So please write the summaries and take a picture of it and send it. Okay. Okay. 4 minutes are left in this session. After this, there will be 10 minutes break for you people, right? So you can go to washroom or you can eat anything you want to, and then come back for your next class. Manahil, of course, I am not going to tell anyone's secret to anyone. Okay, so if there are any problems or queries or anything that you haven't understood, please tell me now. The session is just about to end. Okay, and I'm going to end this class again by telling you that please take care of yourself and the people around you. Okay, stay away from germs, and you have to keep washing your hands and tell your siblings also to keep their hands clean and take care of their self hygiene. Take care of your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, and stay safe and stay at home. Okay.
Thank you, Hamna auntie. And those who are actually sending stickers in the chat box, they will be removed from the class in the next lecture.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Grade 2 Charlie and grade 2 Delta. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had too. Okay, goodbye. You're Your break will start from 12:10 to 12:20. Love you too, Abir. I love you all. Miss you. Take care. Goodbye. We'll see you soon in school, Manahil.
Time, break, break time, break time, break time, break time, break. Not to the motor. Wow.
Is very hard. Iman, good.
Sound.
You have after me, but your mic today. Okay. اللهم عافني في بدني اللهم عافني في بدني اللهم عافني في سمعي اللهم عافني في سمعي
Don't tell me what you're doing.
عافني في بصري اللهم عافني في بصري لا إله إلا
आपका क्या हो रहा है?
खत्म हो गया ये।
ब्रेक है? खत्म हो गया, क्या काम मिला?
वो वाला कर लीजिए। अल्लाह बाहर Allahumma. Nur, open your mic. Your mic is closed. اللهم عافني في سمعي اللهم عافني في بصري لا إله إلا أنت. Do I want to check the messages? Why would you not check my messages? Uh-oh. Sorry, I didn't check your messages because I was on TikToks. Because I saw your mother's TikTok.